Not all MFA is created equal. Which type will protect you best? So MFA, or multi-factor authentication, is one of the best defenses against cyber attacks, hacks, however you want to protect yourself. But it's important to understand that not all multi-factor authentication is created equal. Hey everyone, Stan here from Stan's Garage, channel that brings you everything you need to know for successful business IT management, some tech news too. As someone who services businesses in many different industries, one of the most universal things I tell my clients about is the importance of enabling MFA. I mean, it's just table stakes for security these days, folks. While it's true that any MFA is better than just relying on passwords, some types are significantly more secure than others. In this video, I want to explain what MFA is, whether you really need it, the different types available, and why choosing the right one matters now more than ever. So what is MFA? Let's start with the basics. MFA, multi-factor authentication, security method that requires users to verify their identity by using 2 or more factors before gaining access to a system. These factors typically fall into 3 categories. Something you know, like a password or a PIN, something you have, like a phone or security key, and something you are, like a fingerprint or facial recognition, a pattern of some kind that you draw, right? Goal is simple. Even if one factor is compromised, the attacker won't have access unless they also have the other factor or factors. Think of it as locking your front door and setting an alarm. 2 barriers instead of 1. So do you really need MFA? Question I get all the time and from all types of business professionals. The short answer is yes, absolutely. Cyber attacks are only becoming more sophisticated, and relying on passwords alone is no longer enough. High-profile breaches have shown us that even strong passwords can be compromised. MFA significantly reduces the risk by adding another layer of security. However, here's the catch. The type of MFA you use matters. Some methods, like SMS-based authentication, are more vulnerable to attacks than others. I'll cover this next. Types of MFA: the good, the bad, and the secure. Not all MFA methods are equally secure. Let's go ahead and break that down. SMS, or even worse, email-based codes. This is the most common type of MFA, where code is sent to your phone or email. Now, while it's better than nothing, it's also the easier ones to have, right? Attackers can intercept these codes using some kind of SIM swapping or phishing, but you might want to consider the next are like the authenticator apps. These are things like Google or Microsoft Authenticator. They generate time-sensitive codes on your phone or device, and this method is much safer than SMS since it doesn't rely on a network connection. You can also use hardware tokens. These are physical devices like YubiKeys that generate codes or use cryptography to verify your identity. They're highly secure, but can be pretty inconvenient if they're lost. Then you've got your biometrics, fingerprint scans, facial recognitions, even retina scans. They're hard to replicate, but sometimes be bypassed by sophisticated attackers or technical flaws. Now, if you want to get real fancy, you can use phishing-resistant MFA, the gold standard. This includes methods like FIDO2 compliant security keys or systems that don't rely on passwords at all. These are harder to bypass, even for seasoned hackers. Here's why choosing the right MFA matters. While all MFA adds an extra layer of security, some methods can still be vulnerable to social engineering attacks, phishing, or outright theft. For businesses, especially those handling sensitive data, choosing the right type of MFA is critical. A good MFA strategy should protect against phishing, minimize user fatigue, because nobody wants a million prompts, and fit your organization's workflow. Phishing-resistant MFA, for example, not only safeguards your accounts, but also reduces the risk of breaches caused by human error. So, if you need MFA, do you need to beef your MFA up? I would say yes. But don't stop at just any MFA. Invest in the right type. Whether you're a business securing sensitive data or an individual protecting personal accounts, stronger MFA options like hardware tokens, phishing-resistant methods are worth the extra effort. If you're unsure where to start or how to implement the best MFA for your needs, reach out to your trusted IT team or an outsourced provider. We do that here at STG Infotech for some guidance. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. If you found it helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. You get more tech tips, tech news, and solutions for modern businesses. Got questions or want to share your thoughts? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next video.